Phoenix family, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Quite a bit in store for you. We got our recaps, our highlights, and our previews before our couple of weeks on the away games. So, you got anything?
Let's get straight into it. We got our recaps now. So on the women's team, unfortunately, we did have a loss, 96-74. It was a home game. It was 7th versus 3rd. We were 7th. So I guess we weren't really expected to win, but I felt like we just came off the back of quite like a good couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I did expect a bit more. Last time we played them, we won by quite a big amount.
Mm-hmm.
So I
think our main reason for losing was too many open shots for the Spartans. You know, they were hitting their threes this time, unlike last time we played them. And our zone was just getting eaten up because they just kept getting that open three for the McDowell Whites and all the other players. Another thing was we weren't guarding our mismatches.
No.
We weren't guarding our players very well. So, like, on our switching and stuff off the screens and handoffs, they were slipping a lot. So they'd just do a hot stove, which is where when you set the screen, you know the switch is coming. You kind of just tap the defender to initiate the switch, and then you slip your way out, and that allows for that open pass over the top. Which overall just gets you an open layup because the switch has to come late. And I think we could have guarded that better by making them actually initiate that screen more often. Even if that meant changing up between switching, going under, drops, coverage, all these different coverages for a screen. I think it would have been better if we switched up a bit more rather than switching majority of the time, so that limit mismatches in the paint or over on the 3-point line, and also allow for us to stop that slips from the screener.
Especially when you have players like Cowling on the other team who was just kind of dominating inside the paint.
Yeah, she had a great game.
Yeah.
Looking at some of our major stats, so the Spartans team shot 50% from 3 for the whole game, so that's quite an elite level.
Yeah.
And Izzy Palmer played all 40 minutes, so she played full minutes, didn't sub off once. And looking at some personal stats, Izzy Palmer had 21 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a block.
Erin Bowman had a big game, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals and a block. She's definitely making her case for DPOY.
Yeah, and over on the other side, we had Hayley McDowell White, who put in 38 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. So she was literally out there to just get straight buckets, and she did that for them. And Michaela Cowling had 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists.
And Jess McDowell White had 15 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists, and 3 steals.
Over on the men's side, we had the win, 109-95. It's a great game, lots of highlights and buckets.
Some stats standouts. Ernest Ross had a huge game. He put up 31 points. I don't know how many threes he got. I think it was about...
He had 4 in that first quarter, so there was quite a few.
First quarter. Donnell had a double-double. He had 16 points and 10 rebounds, and Luke backed it up with 16 points as well.
Yeah, and Luke Anderson's definitely making a great case for the Phoenix coming off the bench. Over on the other side, Ben Hastings had 20 points off the bench, and it was interesting looking at the stats. The Spartans bench scored more points than the actual starters themselves. So I think that was interesting how the Spartans really utilised their bench more than their starters, even though they've got stars like Tamari Wigness out on the court.
So some key standout points from the game. You can notice that Phoenix attacked the ring really nicely. They were moving the ball well through the bigs. I think Switz had a good game. Nelson got a couple of open looks.
Yeah, and our physicality was way better than our last few weeks. I think bringing Nelly back into that squad has really beefed back our defense on the interior. So we've matched the physicality really good out there. And that stopped majority of the points for the Spartans from coming from the inside, although they did score quite a few from the inside. They were really trying to attack that paint. Finally, the Phoenix need to work on stopping Spartans' runs. So the Spartans had double-digit runs, consecutive points, scoring in 3 out of the 4 quarters. So in the first quarter, they only had a 4-point run because our energy was there and we were scoring a lot. But then in the next 3 quarters, they had 12-point run, 10-point run, 18-point run. So Phoenix need to really work on keeping their momentum their way and they need to stop Spartans' runs by capitalising on all their chances.
Our next segment is the top 5 highlights across both teams. Nelson had a one-handed, kind of like a hook over a defender dunk.
Alright, next one was a and 1-3 from Ernest Russ. So he caught it on the wing, got it off a pass, then he kind of took a dribble, step back, took the shot, contact on the arm, and he made it. So he was on fire on Saturday night, and he continued it with this 3.
He also had another 2 and 1s just off the layups, but the one I put here is kind of bumped the defender and then put it up and got fouled and made the shot, and I just thought it was pretty tough. He was playing really well.
And then in the women's expiring shot clock, Izzy Palmer had a quick deep 3. So she was on the left wing in the first half, and she kind of like realised the clock was going down, but she was already quite far away from the hoop. So she did a step back and then she banked it in from deep.
And finally, Erin Bowman had a nice transition and 1. And I was also debating putting in her block on a shot as one of the highlights too, but I just thought her and 1 was pretty cool.
Alright, finally guys, we have our previews. So 6 and 8 p.m. at Auckland Flower Stadium against Brisbane Capitals.
So for the women's side, we are 7th versus 11th. Last time we versed them, we won by 6 points. It was 90-96. And Erin and Izzy both had 24 points. On the other team, Alyssa Brown had 35 points.
Yeah, Alyssa really capitalised on us last time. And I think this is the game where Coach Darren Brown put in the QSL girls at the end there, and they brought it back.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that game was closer than what it should have been, and we can definitely capitalise on it a lot more, and hopefully we don't make the same mistake of bringing our starters out too early. So this game will be an interesting game because the last game was super close, and now it's an away game, so there's that extra layer for the Caps of the home game advantage. So Fees are really going to have to lock in on their game and play the way they play, and we know they can win when they play their game and not get influenced by the other team.
I just want to point out that Caps women have lost 4 games in a row, so hopefully with that morale being a little bit low, we've got the win against them before. The main person we just need to shut down is Alyssa Brown, so you can expect a lot of defensive pressure on her. She's averaging 21 points and 7 rebounds, so...
Yeah, expect a double team in the post,
Yeah.
and then watch out for that kick-out 3. I think that's... If Caps can capitalise on their kick-outs from the help defence, then they'll make it a good game, but if Phoenix are quick in rotations, then we should be fine.
On the men's side, we are 3rd versus them as 7th. So the club leaders for the Capitals, we have Jared Bairstow. He's averaging 17 points and 7.18 assists. He's leading in rebounds with 12.18 and pretty much a block a game. He is a bit interesting because he used to play for Australia and the Brisbane Bullets as well.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much just going to say I'm pretty sure he's 6'6", 6'7", so I feel like Nelson will match up on him.
Okay. And also, Brendan Teese is averaging 15.92 points. He's a bit like Haley McDowell-White, where they're just on to score. So watch out for him. And Kai Woodfull, averaging 15.56 points and on 3.36 3-pointers made. So he's almost leading the competition in 3 points made a game.
All of their starters are averaging over 13 points, but again, like the women, they have lost 4 straight games.
That's it for today's episode, guys. Thank you for listening. If you want to contact us, phxfastbreak@outlook.com, or check out our socials. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, pretty much anywhere. If this is not your preferred place to listen to the podcast, you can listen to it anywhere. We're on all platforms, so Spotify, Apple Music, or Amazon Music, all those guys.
That's right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Get down to the home games. Phoenix Fast Break out.